Here from the National Weather Service office in Phoenix, Arizona, on this 10th day of December, I'm meteorologist Jared High with a forecast update. We're mainly going to concentrate on several impacts from a big weather system that's going to move across the southwest over the next several days to come. The good news is, for today, your Saturday, and much of Sunday in Phoenix, lots of sunshine, temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Take advantage of that. That's the warmest we're going to be, by the way, for the next week or more. Probably much more than a week, actually. Much colder pattern is coming. And the catalyst to change this weather pattern up and turn us colder and wetter is what I've circled here in water vapor imagery this morning. You can see several little swirls in there in the water vapor image. That is pieces of deep jet stream energy that's diving off to the south and southeast. It's going to carve out a big dip in the jet stream over the west as we head towards Sunday and Monday. In preparation for that, several weather service offices, including ours, have issued winter storm watches and/or warnings in our area, Flagstaff's and Tucson's forecast areas. Winter storm watches are in effect for the high terrain. 5,000 feet or higher in elevation right now is where our winter storm watch is currently for parts of far eastern Maricopa and Gila counties. That's east of Phoenix. So take a look here, kind of the overview of what you can expect from this big pattern change. Starting out with the rain chances, could see some rain across southeast California Sunday, especially close to Joshua Tree National Park. Areas farther east, closer to the Colorado River, will be rain shadowed, as is typical with these systems. That means that much of the moisture is going to bypass those locations. And then by Sunday night and Monday morning, the moisture picks up again. The energy really gets more dynamic across parts of central Arizona, and we should see a band of rain, maybe even a clap or two of thunder early Monday morning around Phoenix. A bit of a break in the precip Monday afternoon, and then more rain showers Monday night in the much colder air. Could see rain and temps in the 40s around Phoenix Monday night. And that's when the snow is probably going to pile up the quickest to the east of Phoenix in the mountains, Four Peaks, Superstitions, and points east into Gila County. As we head toward the Globe area, we'll be talking about some minor impacts from this storm system from the winter side of things. I'll talk more about that in a second. Freezing temperatures, that's going to be a big concern as well, and we'll talk about those chances of reaching freezing across our region in just a couple of minutes. Do want to spend some time and talk about this graphic. These are some of the expected precipitation totals. Rainfall, top right, 1/4 to 1/2 an inch expected in Phoenix, up to an inch of rain and or snow liquid equivalent totals in Gila County, with, as you can see, and we talked about a minute ago, much less, if any, precip expected across parts of Imperial, Eastern Riverside, and southwestern Yuma County in the rain shadow areas of the Colorado Desert. Snow totals on that little map on the bottom left. Essentially where you see those shades of yellow and orange, that's where we're getting into those 4, 6, 8 inch amounts, and that's where the winter storm warning is, again, above 5,000 feet. For Globe, we're expecting 1 to 2 inches of snow. And this forecast, by the way, could change. This storm is still several hundred miles away, and we have some time to monitor it, but that's how it looks at this point. So in terms of the Winter Storm Severity Index from the Weather Prediction Center, this is the chance of at least seeing minor winter weather impacts from this storm. So for the Globe area on that map, you can see it's right on the edge of some higher terrain there, so a 50 to 70% chance of minor impacts. That could be things like, slushy roads in some locations and slick sidewalks Tuesday morning especially. The odds of moderate impacts, which would be more disruptive winter weather and hazardous driving conditions on a larger scale. For the Globe area, the chance of that happening is less than 25%. That's going to be more of a concern, especially the north and northeastern part of Gila County with this particular system in the open higher terrain of the mountains. So that's the good news. Minor impacts expected, but major impacts not expected from the winter storm side of things for parts of the Globe area. Talking about temperatures here, once again, it's going to be cold behind this weather system. Freezing conditions are possible, especially in our exurban areas, especially outside Loop 101 and 202, a 30 to 70% chance of seeing that. You can see for Surprise, Scottsdale, Queen Creek. That's where, if we're going to see a freeze Wednesday morning around the metro, you folks will have the highest chance of seeing that. Downtown Phoenix probably going to stay above freezing because of the urban heat island. But take a look at other parts of the area. Places like Casa Grande, 85% chance of reaching or dropping below freezing, 90% chance in Wickenburg. Good news for agricultural interests along the Colorado River. Yuma, El Centro, the Imperial Valley should stay above freezing in almost all cases. But places like Tacna will likely go below freezing. It's just going to depend on where you're located and just how this system sets up for us as it pushes out of here and the cold air rushes in. And it's not only going to be cold at night, it's going to be cold during the day across the desert. This is the temperature trend for Phoenix. Highs, upper 60s the next couple of days, and then falling 10 degrees below normal for the majority of the work week next week. And if you like that, well, you'll love this. This is our week 2 trends from the Climate Prediction Center, calling for more cold across much of the country and wetter than normal weather, which is good news for our long-term drought across the Southwest. That's what's favored at this point in time. Stay tuned to our Facebook and Twitter channels as we will be updating you on this weather system with the rain, snow, and cold impacts for parts of Arizona and Southeast California. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend.